All right, let's get a warm up in real quick. We have front side today. So hands up overhead. We're just reaching towards that ceiling. Reach, reach, reach. Lengthen that body. We're dropping to the right. Back to the left. Drop other side. Back to center. Right. Center. Left. Center. We're just going to start with those big arm circles. You're extending them all the way up, and we're going to drop. Up to drop. Good. We're going to open up those arms now and cross them across our body. So open them up, bring them across. So opening up that chest, getting that pinch through that back. Good. Go ahead and drop it over. Allow that upper body to hang. Feeling that stretch. You can shift those hips side to side. And we are going to drop that butt. So we're just going to open up. We're shifting from toe to toe, opening up. Good. If you can't stay as low in this crouch, you can come up to that squat. Same thing. Good. Back to center, hands on the floor. Pop it up. Feeling that stretch again through that back side. Go ahead and roll it up. We're in that wide stance. So we are just reaching. So we're not extending out that hip. We're just reaching. Feeling all sorts of pops. So reach to that opposite toe, back to center. Soft bend through those legs. Reach. Center. Reach. Center. Go ahead and bring it in. We're going into air squats. So you're squatting, coming all the way up. Squat all the way up. Good. Staying at the top, we're driving that knee in, holding for a slight second. Release. Drive it in. Hold. Release. Good. Slow and controlled. Pulling that knee in. 2 more. Good. We're going to take it into that walkout. So walking it out to high plank. Right leg comes forward. We're going to drop that hip. We're going to sink into it a little bit, opening up that knee, feeling that stretch. Lift those hips up. We're going to reach and extend, getting a couple wrist circles at the top. Back to high plank. Left foot now steps forward. We're dropping those hips. We're opening up that knee. Feel that stretch. Shift those hips up. Open up. Looking through those fingertips. Wrist circles at the top. Back to high plank. 1 more each side. Right leg comes forward. Soft dip through those hips. And lift those hips up. Reach and extend. Wrist circles. Back to high plank. Left foot steps forward. Dip those hips. Shift up. Open up. Good. Wrist circles at the top. Back to high plank. We're going to shoot it into downward dog. You can pedal it out, pushing that chest to those knees. Slow and controlled. Drive it. drive, drive, good. Back to high plank. We are walking it in and we're gonna roll it up. All right, so front side today format. We're starting with 5 exercises. They are 40 seconds on. You're gonna get a 10-second transition in between every single one of them. We have 3 rounds. So we're starting. So the first group is gonna focus more on that lower body front side. So we are doing loaded squats. So feet are about shoulder width apart. We are getting squats for 40 seconds. Then from there, you're gonna drop those dumbbells. We are doing a reverse lunge, drive it through. Right side for 40 seconds. Drive. I want you to hold that knee drive at the top. So power it through. Then we're doing reverse lunge, knee drive left. Then you are gonna have about 20 seconds. You are gonna need that band and that wall. So you're gonna slip that band on. We're going into banded wall sits with a curl. So you're curling in that wall sit with that band. Then you're gonna pop up and we have lateral squat walks. So then you're just dropping one of those dumbbells and finishing out with those squat walks. Starting with those loaded squats, ready, and go. So loaded squats for 40 seconds. So dumbbells aren't resting at those shoulders, they're loaded. Squat it to stand. Keeping those eyes forward. We are dropping that butt. Digging out to stand. Drop that butt. Dig out to stand. You have 40 seconds of work. You are down to 10 seconds. From here, you have 10-second rest. And stop. So you have 10 seconds off. We are going into that reverse lunge to knee drive. That right knee is stepping back. Dumbbells are staying at that side. Ready? And go. Reverse lunge. Drive it through. Slight hold at the top. Reverse lunge. Drive. So those dumbbells are kind of staying, I would say, in that farmer's carry hold. You're not allowing them to rest at that body. You have that soft micro bend through those arms. As you step it back, drive, hold at the top. So a quick 1-2 hold at that top, then you're stepping it right back into that next reverse lunge. And stop. Bring it to center, 10 seconds. We move to that left side, same thing. Reverse lunge to knee drive. Ready? And go. Reverse lunge. Drive it through, hold it. If you need to ground that foot at the bottom, you can ground that foot before that next reverse lunge. Allow those dumbbells to help with that balance. Step it back, drive. Step back, drive. Feeling it through that front quad. You have 10 seconds. From here, you have 20 seconds to slip that band on and find that wall. And stop. So you have 20 seconds, slip that band on. Find that wall. You have 10 seconds before we go. Band is on above those knees. All right, find that wall. Ready? Sit down into it, 40 seconds. You have a bicep curl in that wall sit. Full range of motion. So really focusing on that control down. So you're not crashing those dumbbells into that wall. Curl it up. Making sure you keep those knees open, allowing for that stretch through that band as you sit into that wall. Pushing that lower back, pressed into that wall. You have 5 seconds. Stay on it. And up. Good, coming off that wall, shake it out. You are dropping to one dumbbell. We are going into that lateral squat walk. Ready? And go. So dumbbells right out in front. Big step, half step. Squat walk for 40 seconds. Good. Stay on it. So staying low, hinge over, keeping that tension through that lower body. Good. You have 10 seconds. And stop. Great job, you guys. Dumbbell down. You can lose that band. So that band's only going on for those last two exercises. So we are back to the top for those loaded squats. Starting round 2, 40 seconds. Go ahead and load it up. Ready? And go. So loaded squats. Squat it. Drive it to the top. Squat. Drive. We're not thrusting those hips forward. So you're not squatting and then thrusting forward, okay? You're staying, keeping those hips back. Squat. You can come fully to stand, but you're just not getting that hip thrust forward, okay? So drop it to stand, keeping those eyes forward. Keeping those dumbbells up. And stop. From here, we go to that reverse lunge to knee drive. Dumbbells are slightly off that body. Ready? And go. Reverse lunge. Drive it through. Slight pause at the top. Reverse lunge. Drive. Hold. Good. Reverse lunge. Drive. Good, you guys. Step it back. Drive it through. Hold it. That 2 count. Then you're stepping it right back. We have 5 seconds. And stop. Nice work. All right, we are going to that left side for 40 seconds. Ready? And go. So left leg now steps back in that reverse lunge. You drive it all the way up for that knee drive, reverse lunge. Drive. Again, allow those dumbbells to help with that balance. They're slightly off that body. Soft bend through those arms. Nice job. 15 seconds. Ten seconds. And stop. You have 10 seconds off. We're going into that, or 20 seconds. Grab that band. Slip it on. Find that wall with those dumbbells. We are going into that banded wall sit with those bicep curls. We're going in 5 seconds. Ready? And go. So you have that band above those knees. You're finding that 90 degrees in that wall. Dumbbells are hanging at those sides. We're getting into those bicep curls. So you're in that sit. I'm going to go from this direction. Feet, knees are not starting to creep in. They are open. And you are curling. Release. Curl. So obviously you're not coming down full extension. Otherwise those dumbbells would crash into that wall. Drive it up. Release. Drive it. Release. And up. Good. Dropping one of those dumbbells. We are going into those lateral squat walks to finish out round 2, and go. Big step, half step. Good. Keeping that band stretched. So that dumbbell's not curled at that chest. You have it out at that 90-degree angle. Staying in those biceps as we get that big step, half step. Good. Big step, half step, big step, half step. You have 10 seconds. And stop. Great job, you guys. All right, we are in our final round. You have about 20 seconds. Go ahead and grab a drink. Shake that lower body out. Final round with that lower body, then we're moving to upper body. Ready? Loaded squats, and go. Dumbbells are loaded at those shoulders. Feet are shoulder width apart. Squat it to stand. Again, don't thrust those hips forward. You can come to that full extension without that thrust. Keep those eyes forward. Drop to stand. Good. You have 10 seconds. Stay with it. And stop. 10 seconds off. We're going into that reverse lunge and knee drive. Right side first. Ready? And go. Reverse lunge. Drive it through. Hold at the top. Reverse lunge. Drive. Hold for 2. Drive. Hold for 2. "20 seconds down. You have 20 seconds to go on this right leg. Working on that stability, that balance at the top. 1, 2, hold. Slow it down. And stop. 10 seconds to shake it out. We're going to that reverse lunge to knee drive left side. Ready? And go. Step it back. Reverse lunge, drive it through. Step back, drive, hold at the top. Step back, drive, hold. Allow those dumbbells to help with that stability. Nice job. You have 10 seconds. And then you have that 20 seconds to get that band on and find that wall. And switch. So get that band on above those knees, grab those dumbbells, find that wall. You have 20 seconds. We have 5 seconds before we go. Ready? Sitting into it and go. You're in that wall sit while getting that bicep curl. Open up those knees. Allow them to be right above those ankles. Lined up with those toes. Good. Stay on it. You got this. You have 10 seconds. And up. Bring it to the top. You have 40 seconds with that lateral squat walk. Dumbbell is at that 90-degree out in front. Ready? And go. Big step, half step. 40 seconds to finish out. Big step, half step, big step, half step. Good. Stay low. Nice job. 10 seconds. and stop. Go ahead and lose that band, grab a drink. We are moving on to another group. So now this is 30-10. So it's 30 seconds on, 10 seconds off. So we are starting with push-ups on the floor. So 30 seconds of those push-ups, okay? From there, you have 2 of those dumbbells. You may want to go down in weight a little bit between that 8 to 12. So you have that dumbbell touch to press. You're tapping to press for 30. Then you're keeping those dumbbells in front. You have a bicep curl at the bottom. You have an alternating crossbody front raise, right, left. Back into that bicep curl. Then bent arm. You're going into that bent arm, lateral raise. And then you're finishing out with plank shoulder taps. Starting with those push-ups. Ready? And go. 30 seconds of work, 10 seconds off. Digging into it. Stay on it. Drop to those knees. You can pop to those toes. Modification, you can find that wall and do those push-ups off that wall. Just continue to move. We're forgetting about that lower body. And stop. You are up. You're getting that dumbbell floor tap to press. Those dumbbells are in front of you. Ready? And go. Tap it. Press it overhead. So you're thinking kind of a curl press, but those dumbbells stay in front of you. Curl it, press it, tap, curl, press. Nice job. You're getting that slight squat for that dumbbell tap. And stop. We're going into that bicep curl with that alternating crossbody front raise. Wrist facing up, dumbbells in front. Ready? And go. Bicep curl. Lower. Crossbody right to left. Back to that curl. Good. Single arm on that crossbody front raise. Good. Curl it. So those dumbbells stay in front of that body. Lower. Crossbody right. Crossbody left. And stop. We're going to that bent arm side raise or that lateral raise. Elbow arms are at 90 degrees. Ready? And go. We're driving it up. Up. Good. Slow and control on that lower. Up to lower. Good. Up to lower. Slow and controlled. Finding those shoulder caps. Nice job. Stay with it. And stop. We are down for those plank shoulder taps to finish out this first round. Ready? And go. Plank shoulder taps. If you need to widen that base, you can widen that base. That allows for a little more stability through that plank, through that core. Pull that belly button up and in. Good, 10 seconds. And stop. Great job. 20 seconds off. We're back for those push-ups. Starting round 2. Make your way to the floor. Ready? And go. Push-ups for 30 seconds. So 30 seconds of work, 10 seconds off. Big dig out of that push-up. Stay with it. Shoulders, hips, and knees, or shoulders, hips, and ankles are in line. and stop. Make your way to your feet. We have that dumbbell floor tap to press. 30 seconds. Ready? And go. Tap it. Curl press to the top. Tap, curl press. Good. Stay with it. 10 seconds. And stop. We're going to that bicep curl with that alternating crossbody front raise. In 3, 2, 1. Wrists are facing out. Curl it. Crossbody front raise, right to left. Back to that curl. You are staying in it for 30 seconds. Nice job. All the way up, curl it. You are staying in that bicep through that crossbody front raise. Back to that curl and stop. We're going to that bent arm lateral raise. Arms are at 90 degrees. Ready? And go. Bent arm, lateral raise. So I'm raising up, lower, up, lower. Good. Nice job. Extending up together. Slow and controlled on the down. Fight through that upper body. You got this. Keeping at that 90 degrees. And stop. Make your way down. We are going into those plank shoulder taps. Ready? And go. Plank shoulder taps. So those arms are going to start to find that fatigue in this last 30 seconds. Widen that base if you need to. Keep those hips square. Pull that core in. Alternating shoulder taps. Again, if you need to move to a wall for those shoulder taps, off that wall, find that modification and stop. Great job. Make your way to your feet. You can shake it out. Grab a quick drink. We are back for our third and final round, starting with those push-ups. All right, make your way back down to the floor. Here we go. And go. Push-ups for 30 seconds. You guys are gonna luck out and we're gonna have to miss our finisher today. So on those toes or dropping to those knees, push-ups. You got this. If you're doing that April challenge, you're knocking out your push-ups right here in these 3 rounds. And stop. Dumbbell floor to ceiling touch. Touch it, curl press. Ready? And go. Tap, curl press. Tap, curl press. Good. Keep those eyes up. Drive it up overhead. Tap it, curl it, drive it up. 10 seconds. And stop. Nice job. Bicep curl to that alternating crossbody front raise. Ready? Wrists facing out and go. Curl it. Lower. Crossbody front raise. Right, left. Back to that curl. Great job, you guys. Staying in it. Those dumbbells stay right here. Staying in that micro bend. Not allowing those wrists to flex. And stop. We are going into that bent arm, lateral raise. So you're coming to 90 degrees. Ready? And go. Bend arm, lateral raise. Up to those shoulders. Release. So I'm not pushing those elbows back. I'm staying pinned at those sides. Driving it up. Lower. Drive it up. Lower. 30 seconds. We're almost there. 5 seconds. And stop. You are down for those plank shoulder taps. That last 30 seconds. Ready? And go. Plank shoulder taps. Again, widening that base is going to allow for a little more stability through that plank. Drawing that belly button up and in. Great job. You have 10 seconds. And stop. All right, that is it for front side. We did not get to that 20-second finisher. I will cut that warm up short next time. Have a great day, you guys. Bye.